Hey guys, Tyrip here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Crossing in the Woods. Playing today, spawning in the north. We have KIROV playing as Soviets. Straight away going for NKVD. Getting that radio intercept going. Teaming up with him is Nimah, playing as Brits, who has Commandos, Royal Engineer and Vanguard. On the south we have Dirty Finisher as OKW, who has Elite Armoured, Overwatch and Breakthrough. And Siberian as Ostheer, who has gone for Fortified Armour. In terms of rankings here, Allied Arranged Team around rank 90. Axis Random Team, Dirty Finisher rank 12. Siberian around rank 50. So Universal Carrier early from Nimah. Can be a real pain to deal with. Some engineers coming in next from Nimah after all that. Let's go inside the building here, stalling up pretty well for KIROV, jumping into that building pretty early on. Trying to avoid getting flanked here. Got some sandbags kind of other side of them, getting blocked by the light cover. Decent idea. If he comes in to try and do a bit of extra damage. Jumping out. Greeny's going to connect some territory on the way through. You see getting a touch low now from the small arms damage. Sternpies have been delaying the cap over here somewhat. Oh, what happened to the Royal Engineers? Was that a misclick? Might have accidentally retreated those instead of reversing his UC. Unfortunate for those grid key users. So that's probably going to put a bit of a stall on Nimah's tactics here. Backing away to this heavy cover, probably the best option at the moment. Might still have enough firepower to win this though. Incendiary grenade out. Dirty Finisher not going for an early Raketin, which I think I would be inclined to do. And KIROV coming across for a big old flank here. Sternpies could be in some trouble on retreat. And that's a full retreat from Dirty Finisher. Reasonable timing on that. Focusing down the Sternpies, hoping for the wipe. Not enough firepower to get the job done. Early mortar out from Siberian, delaying his third grenadier and going for an early mortar. Finally clears off this building. Can be a real nuisance in the early game, and as I said, you know, you don't have that many options. You have to build your tier 1 tech structure, so you're going to lose the race to that building every time. And then in 2v2 you can't really avoid it as well as you can in 1v1. You could just go onto the other side or play around it, but your density too high in 2v2 for that to be effective. Too early in the game for flamethrowers as well. Until around now. Good push back out from Dirty Finisher. Machine gun trying to set up here, but conscripts uraring through. They don't have Molotovs. Splitting up though. No suppression. And then the MG's going to have to get out of there. Oh boy, combat engineers go down over here though. KIROV a little bit too tunnel visioned on this side. Combat engineers dying to those Sternpies. Instantly rebuilding them. Got tier 2 up now from KIROV as well. He's just stalling inside the building at the moment. Yeah, generally I'm a fan of getting an early Raketin up against the Universal Carrier. Maybe in this kind of fashion, 3 folks into Raketin. We did see Dirty Finisher go for the mechanized truck though before starting construction on the Raketin, so coming in a bit later. Thing is, Nimah didn't go for any upgrades on this, so it's not quite as lethal as it could be at this timing, instead opting for a bunch of upgrades for the sections. So it isn't quite as punishing as it often is. A soft retreat around the corner so he can make use of that healing. section with the pyrotechnics, very low on health. And the Vic is getting chased off as well.
Enemy causing trouble.
Oh.
Trying to take one of our points.
A lot of damage. Does get away though. Trying to soft retreat back behind the heavy cover, but already dropped quite low. Here comes the Raketten. I think it would survive one Raketten shot, but it'll be a very close call. A bit of extra small arms damage could do the trick. Water barraging, but interrupted there. Got a couple of conscripts coming around, hoping to flank these team weapons, but good reposition of the machine gun by Siberian. He's gone for a pack first here as well, which is a little bit unusual.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Not going for the 222 at this timing. The 222 would help a lot against, you know, a squad inside a building. You can just like park the 222, maybe even on the other side, if you're content to take an anti-tank grenade. So then there's nowhere for that squad inside the building to hide. If you come in from both angles, 222 on this side, squad behind cover on this side. But yeah, the pack a little bit strange. We see KIROV ticking up at the moment, but still about, you know, a minute off being able to build the T-70, so it's not a huge threat. Okay, the sandbags over there. Bolster done for Nima. Suppression going both directions. Do finally have the universal carrier upgraded now. Building an anti-tank gun now to support it. Did go mechanized first. Is this going to be a walking Stuka though for Dirty Finisher? The fuel for the Puma. Got a mortar out now for KIROV as well, so he's looking to fight back. Oh boy, conscript goes down over here. Thought that was going to make it home, but guess they did kind of cross like a nasty bit of a negative cover. That's dangerous retreat path for them. So another loss there for KIROV. 2 squads down so far. Oh boy, big trouble for Dirty Finisher's machine gun. Trying to retreat, but way too late. Gonna try to steal that away. Raketten, maybe gonna try to open up on it. No. I don't know if that was a miss or if he was purposefully targeting the sandbags. Looks like he was targeting the sandbags. Interesting. Oh, slightly late retreat here for the Pyos. But they do survive. Good bit of light cover around that area, making their retreat a lot safer.
Our opponents are seizing a
And
sector.
here comes the T-70 for KIROV, also replacing that lost conscript with the Commissar now. Quite far away from the 2 command points where you unlock it, but see how it goes. KIROV didn't need to build an anti-tank gun since Siberian didn't go for the 222. So it's kind of what has enabled him to go for the Commissar here, whereas ordinarily you might need to get that anti-tank gun. Might have a lot of damage on the Grenadiers. Pack was quite far away as well. KIROV respectful, but maybe could have chased in there for the wipe and got away with it because of that pack positioning. Oh, this could be a nasty flank.
Enemy threatening a
Empire's
capture
on the
point.
retreat path. Close, but not getting it in. Suppression. Chasing away the Sternpires thereafter. Kidden also getting forced off. Universal carrier up to vet 3, by the way. Could be trouble for these Volksgrenadiers.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
No. Good Faust, keeping things safe there. Do have my window open at the moment, so you might hear a bit of traffic noise. Pretty warm one today. Like that siren. Okay, now Nima going for the officer. NG repositioning, sitting back up, and then retreating. These squads also retreating, early retreat. And they're still both pretty high in model count, but looking to conserve manpower, I suppose. Feels like to this point the Allies have had superior territory control, but now the Axis briefly getting the double cap going. Bit of raid tactics or raid operation here used by Nima. Don't see this too often. Rifle nade cancelling there from Siberian. Big old smoke out by KIROV. Double anti-tank guns by Siberian early on. But they, so far, doesn't look like they've done any damage to the T-70. Could be a bit of a dangerous position for Siberian here as well. Grenadier isolated. Retreating now. Could have got the Commissar into the retreat path, maybe look for a grenade. Would his best chance of getting the wipe. Grenadier does get away alive. Grenade out. Should be a pretty good one. MG nearly going down. Officer with the dangerous retreat, and that goes down. Sternpower is right next to the river. Big damage. Goes out a concussive to make his retreat nice and safe. Well done there by Dirty Finisher, who is floating a huge amount of manpower. Getting out some overs now. Thought maybe we were going to see like a straight walking Stuka, but not opting for that. This is a pretty good map for straight walking Stuka. We've seen that strategy have a lot of success on this map in the past. But Dirty Finisher not opting for it. Up against, you know, like a stolen machine gun, the Vickers, the anti-tank gun. I think he could have had quite a lot of success with that on his side of the map. You can see the pyrotechnics infantry section seeing the Raketten coming from long range, giving UC time to back out there. Recon plane up now for Siberian, and KIROV going to go for a quad. Shoot that down. He's got the double packs coming in, but one of them missing. Gives the T-70 time to dodge away. Sometimes it's best to like come a little bit further forwards with those. Give your opponent at least time to react if they can't see your double packs. A better chance of getting 2 volleys off in those kind of sneaky times. Base howitzer fire coming in over here. But overall, I'd say Dirty Finisher is a pretty smooth path up. A little bit poorly in the KD, but looking to turn things around now that the Obers are on the field. Glider deployed by Nima. Maybe you have to train the commandos out of this. And maybe he's going to do that to replace that lost officer. He has equipped a few squads with the Brens now. Thing is, you know, with these section builds, sometimes you can be lacking healing for stuff like commandos, team weapons, Royal Engineers, since you don't have medics back at your base. MG wars over here. MG34 of Nima going to get forced away. Trench coming up from Nima as well, looking to set up a nice wee camp. Single grenade flushing it out, but getting suppressed now by the Vickers out the back. Keep coming in. The suppression active on this as well.
The capture point is being overrun.
Building over here getting quite low. Siberian's double packs again. Not really in the best position to make this retreat safe. Here they come now, though. One shot connecting. T-70 getting out of there. Oh, glider going down, maybe to the Raketten. It's going to shut down all that forward reinforce. And maybe deny Nima the opportunity to build commandos. Didn't really get a lot done with that glider. Hope he's making a charge through the center, but UC in a nice position to shut that down. Got tier 4 tech up for KIROV. Siberian going straight for tier 4 as well. Maybe going to be like a Brumbier first. Maybe a Panther, we'll see. Does have the double packs to back up the Brumbier. Or one of the packs missing on the UC. Siberian hasn't had the best luck with those packs so far. Quite a few missed shots. It's the flank off, but with the sections there, I don't know how long those sternpipes can really last. Looks like a mine went off over here. Siberian's Grenadiers getting low. They flare up from the mortar, sees the packs coming, dodging away before they do too much damage. Oh boy, mortar shell landing on the Grenadiers. They're very low, suppression kicking in, but not on the second squad of conscripts back there, so Grenadiers go down after that nasty hit on the mortar. We got some fair propaganda out from the officer, commissar rather. Doesn't look like it's going to get the retreat crit though. So MG staying on the field. Grenadiers oorahing in, and they've got enough firepower here to win this engagement after closing the gap. Seems like Nima has been having a bit of trouble breaking through over the side. Dirty finisher, some strong positioning. Nima's really struggling to push back out, getting his own trench turned against him here. Vessel carrier coming in. Kitten's there though. Pretty quick to retreat. Base howitzer fire coming in. MG34 decrewed. Got a concussive grenade in, forcing away that squad as well. And now the Brumbier on the fast side for Siberian, up to 2 kills already. Got the double zist there though for KIROV. Quick to force it back. Molotov on the only repair squad Siberian has as well, so Brumbier going to be off the field for quite some time, but MG34 down here up for grabs. AT guns coming forwards here, maybe going to double zist barrage this away. He's only got munitions for 1 actually. Packs coming from the side. T70 loses sight. Ooh, I'm not sure, but oh boy, this could be nasty. Tracked up against the trees here. Close range Katyusha barrage. Double packs in trouble. They do get away. Close call both directions there, so we'll call it a wash. T70 surviving, so did the packs. And okay, Nima going for a Churchill. So regular old Churchill. Does have the Crocodile available in about, half a command point's time. I think I would be stalling for that personally. Churchill, I think, does make a little bit more sense in 2v2 than it does in 1v1, the regular variant. I feel like it's easier to go Churchill Firefly in 2v2 than it is in 1v1, or maybe even Churchill double Firefly. So it's not really a terribly viable build in 1v1. Cap just doesn't really add up too well. Oh, stealing away the heavy machine gun. Good win there for KIROV, and he doesn't have a machine gun so far, so it's a nice addition. Take a look at VPs, you can hear the allies ticking under 300. And they are on the back foot at the moment. Triggering in the center there. Okay, gonna have another glider coming in for Nima. Good work here by the T-70, the double packs. Not in a position to answer back. This time the glider a little bit further back as well, safer positioning. Maybe you can get that one to work. Oh, able to steal back for the MG34 here, perhaps? Alright. Or maybe that's just a straight up different machine gun altogether. Chusha on the double packs. They're going to survive again, though. And I'm guessing Siberian going to start saving for the elephant. It may sound strange, but I wouldn't be opposed to like a command bunker around here or something. So they can reinforce and heal up on the front lines. This Churchill is taking a lot of damage though. It's a lot of repairs. It's only got one engineer at the moment as well. And there goes the Universal Carrier. Decided to go for a second anti-tank gun at this stage, which is interesting. Must be expecting a King Tiger. And here it is. Do they have the option of maybe trying to stall for the Firefly? The 25-ish fuel, because the way things are going, Nima's not going to be able to afford the Firefly once he gets 145 fuel. So accept that you're going to lose the KT for a minute or so. Oh yeah, Dirty Finisher, going to upgrade that, I imagine, yeah, with the Panzer Commander having gone for Elite Armoured, and this is really a nightmare for the Churchill. King Tiger with the heat shells just melts through the Churchill. I believe that extra bit of penetration from the heat shells makes it, I think, basically 100% chance to penetrate the Churchill. Just the extra damage just melts through the high health pool. Really bad news for the KT, I mean for the Churchill. Coming through the center, but Bombear double packs are there.
The bunker is now a field hospital.
Minor damage. Got a T-34 coming out for KIROV. That's interesting. Thought he might go for an Su-85 first, but content to lean on the double Zis. Thought I saw a Werfer in the build for Siberian at one stage. Maybe cancelled that for the elephant. Coming across, but Kitten's shutting things down. Both the Axis tanks on this side, though, looking to get something going. Nima's double anti-tank guns quite far back here. King Tiger missing, though, like crazy. Looks like a Chusha onto the double AT guns. Nice flare spotting for this. Oh, one of them goes down this time. Both of them go down. The doubles this are not mobilizing to try and capitalize. Here they come now. There's a machine gun bunker up in the center, though. It's going to complicate things.
An elephant tank destroyer is ready to be deployed.
T-70 on the far side. Kind of needs it to come into the center to provide some recon mode. Oh boy, triggers a mine there. Pack, one of them has been recruited. T-34 in some big trouble. Brumbier coming through as well. Doesn't need the extra damage from that. The Brumbier finishing off the job. Radius did go down on the far side though for Siberian, so getting a nice kill over here thanks to that mine, but a little bit low on infantry now. But here we go, the Elephant is on the field. Do have the anti-tank Overwatch available for KIROV once he gets the munitions. So it's one of the better counters to the Elephant, a better RAM AT Overwatch. Churchill appeared back up. See, Nima has really been hurting in terms of manpower. I decided to go for a second engineer for faster repairs, but again, it's just going to further delay whatever he is going for next. Could even be time for a 17-pounder. No joke. This could be the time for one. Box out the King Tiger pretty good. The Axis lacking indirect fire at the moment to counter it. Oh, we see Dirty Finisher building a walking Stuka at the moment. AT guns getting melted by these Vectorobers. Opportunities go down. This blob just getting blasted by the King Tiger here. There they go on the retreat. The Elephant getting a big hit in. AT gun setting up, but Dirty Finisher dropping the artillery. Well, engineers go down to a sniper shot there from the KT. KT with the spearhead mode on. There's the extra sight from that. Very, very strong when combined with the Panzer Commander upgrade. OP, I would say. A little bit on the OP side. KIROV did lose his mortar over here somehow. Maybe, no idea, I guess to Siberian's mortar. But yeah, Nima is really suffering right now. He's going to go for a rebuild on the engineers, but there's Churchill has just not helped him at all. Barely done any damage and just been constantly out for repairs. Same story with the second anti-tank gun. Offering some support, but not nearly as good as stalling.
RE Sappers reporting in.
For the Firefly would have been, I feel. Oof, big damage onto the Churchill. Bit of damage in there from the double AT guns though. Siberian did go for fortified armor, so it doesn't have the spotting scopes. And of course the recon planes have been getting shot down by KIROV, so the sight's not really there for the Elephant, especially given Siberian has lost a lot of infantry that could be used for spotting. That's a really good Katyusha barrage there. Siberian with the recon plane up in the air now. Doesn't last long though. AT guns coming in, but they're not going to have any protection against these Obers. Allied off-maps are locked and loaded though, both of them. KIROV just using some of his munitions now. T-34 doing some work on the far side. Shells active on the KT. Planes coming through on the center. It's one thing the Allies don't really have is any anti-air themselves. Well, use anti-air. I think that was a Brumbier getting the kill, right? The flak base, but he didn't even activate the AA mode, so that was literally the Brumbier shooting down both of those planes in like half a second. Oh my god, that was crazy RNG. It's a big walking Stuka hit. Good connection, and Nima just really having trouble pushing through here.
Reconnaissance flight set to go.
Even if he wanted to put down a 17-pounder, doesn't really have the time or the territory to get it down, I would say. Katyusha is ready to fire again for KIROV. Like a buster, but interrupted by the AAT guns. The flare up here, spotting the Bomber long range. Siberian's mortar coming down. Katyusha into the center. Smoking out away from the AAT guns, and there goes the machine gun. The Katyusha striking hard. Oh, here we go. Good plays from KIROV coming in. He dropped the anti-tank overwatch, but couldn't get a ram going or anything really on the Elephant. Did manage to take down the Brumbier, however. So partially successful. Doesn't have anything else to provide sight. Maybe could have come in with the T-70 on recon mode or something, but manages to take out the bunker at least. So decent dive. Tank overwatch and a T-34 for the Brumbier. His double over is really starting to rip into the double anti-tank guns now. And the decrew on one of them, desperately trying to reinforce. Allies have been doing a lot better on the VPs over the last couple of minutes though. So even though Nima is really struggling, KIROV has been pretty strong on his side of the map and strong through the center as well, which is really helping out. It feels like so far the Elephant hasn't been super effective. Nasty walking Stuka hit there. And you can see that those double anti-tank guns, you know, they just didn't get the job done. You really need that Firefly. Looks like Nima might be saving for a crocodile though. Which is probably also not ideal. But yeah, against the King Tiger, you really need mobility. Just like get the decrews on your anti-tank guns, especially combined with the walking Stuka so reliably. Drops the heat shells, drops in the artillery, Nima having to react. Drops the planes, Nima, try to keep things safe. Ogre's charging in here. The planes working their magic, keeping things safe for Nima. Getting any kills on these Ober models though. And there goes one. Would have liked a lot more than that though. Oh, these guys are going to be in the zone. Going to take out anti-infantry pass here. Sandbags soaked a bit of that damage though.
Heavy tank reporting.
Oh, here we go. 17 pounder coming up. Getting this up behind the planes, making it safe. I think it would be ideal to get a little bit further forwards, but he's taking what he can get. And they should do a really good job against the King Tiger. Oof, nasty damage onto that Raketin. But yeah, up against the King Tiger with all this extra sights, you know, having the Tommies with the extra sight themselves is very helpful. Also maybe the officer with the recon plane can help. Looking for the kill on the Katyusha. Close call for KIROV, but it does get out of there. Big damage on the KT there though. That 17 pounder. That's a really good answer for Nima, and could even be time for Dirty Finisher to just straight up switch sides here. Play away from the 17 pounder. Maybe switch to like a center and left strategy. And maybe come back to try and knock this out when you sense those relatively undefended.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
It's going to try to push forwards. You do have a machine gun here, quite a few squads, but they're not really in a very defensive position at the moment. Here they're mobilizing now. Probably should have brought this machine gun forwards.
A capture point is being overrun.
Oops, the brace on that now, getting through the flame damage. KT rolling forwards. Got a Katyusha in here close. Quite ready to fire. Got the Werf route now for Siberian. Comes the Ram on the Sturm Tiger. Double T-34 is getting something going here. This comes off brace. T-34 doing some donuts. Looks like the Sturm Tiger is going to go down 100%. Oh, the Elephant coming in from the side takes down one of the T-34s. The other one that did the Ram also going to fall. So ultimately not the best trade for KIROV.
We have lost one of our armored vehicles.
Conscripts went down in the center as well for him. Katyusha is ready to fire though. Oh wow, command tank out for Siberian. Does help with the survivability against the rocket artillery. I suppose it's kind of like a mini Brumbier in a lot of ways. Time retreat there for Siberian, no trouble getting away. Going to tank guns in hot pursuit of this command tank though. Another T-34 for KIROV. Elephant in hull down mode down here. Oh, he's doing some spotting. PP's pretty much even at this stage. Guys have been fighting back strongly. This 17-pounder really getting the work done. There we go, the planes forcing back. Dirty finisher. The walking Stuka coming in. Decent damage. Oh, the 17-pounder goes down. No brace from Nima and he pays the price. Usually it doesn't do that much damage. But this time the rockets lined up really well for Dirty Finisher, and the 17-pounder goes down. The Elephant taking some Typhoon action. Backing away now. T-34 coming through the center. Ram. There he goes, Ram. A little bit slow activating the anti-tank overwatch. He's got nothing else providing sight at the moment. So his Elephant's gonna get away just fine. Command tank though is still in there. A little waste of munitions there for KIROV. Water was too far back to really provide sight with the flare as well, so yeah, not the best maneuvering there with the T-34. And 200 munitions down the drain as well as a tank. Rebuild on the 17-pounder though.
The enemy are attacking.
They are relatively cheap in terms of fuel at least. King Tiger rolling forward, 17-pounder facing the wrong direction here. Looking the brace, King Tiger coming in. Do have an anti-tank gun back there though. And the supporting Volksgrenadier is getting forced away. That AT gun hitting Vet 3 now as well. So King Tiger has to respect it.
An emplacement is being attacked. We have 200 points
He's
now.
walking Stuka again, but the brace is just worn off. I think it's healthy enough to survive. Oh, but he's got the flame. The napalm strike. Oh, that was well done by Dirty Finisher, actually. braced through the incendiary grenade, but that left us exposed to the Vet 1 ability on the walking Stuka. That was very well executed, actually. King Tiger going to roll through again. T-Gun having to back away from the double ogres. Elephants over here as well. Once again, the ogres continue to roll through. Oh, there goes the AT gun as well. The King Tiger striking hard. Nima just can't apply enough bleed to the double ogres. Comes the Katyusha barrage, and there go the ogres. They only drop one model again. So it's just not working out for Nima. This is, you know, why I have cautioned against trying to use Churchills compared to the Crocodile. Without the extra damage from the flamethrower, the Churchills just don't do that much damage. And this King Tiger just climbing in Vet 4 now, 42 kills. So hard to stop. This is just so annoying to deal with, the spearhead mode. Maybe he could, this time if he had Tech Overwatch, he maybe could have taken out the King Tiger even. Because Churchill could have continued to provide sight, but no munitions. A bit of a lucky break there as well. King Tiger missing a shot, so the T-34 surviving. Now it seems like the Axis are the ones in the driver's seat, having dealt with the 17-pounder. A couple of KIROV's aggressive maneuvers not quite working out. It's looking good for the Axis again. Catching the doubles this with a reasonable amount of damage there as well. He's going after the mortar, I believe. Quite poor scatter on that note. TC only providing sight of this pack. Siberian quick on the dodge though. Now the KT rolling through the center. Nima with nothing to answer back yet. No AT gun anymore in support of the Churchill.
They're trying to take it.
Luckily though, Elephant missing. Yeah, the Allies are really in struggle street. We've got a second T-34 coming in for KIROV. Still got the double AT guns, but they're not Vet 2 or anything. They're both pretty close to Vet 2 actually. Bring in the planes again just to buy some time. Push back the infantry, push back the KT. Pirates from the center providing sight over there. Damage on the Grenadiers. Axis is still the ones in control of the VPs, but they are behind by about 60 points.
The Firefly is ready to give someone a bloody nose.
Okay, the Firefly finally here. Got the Storm Tiger out for duty finisher yet again. I'm missing. 15-second time though. Conscripts go down to the Werfer in the center. Oh, is this Firefly going? Uh-oh. Doesn't have any snares. Doesn't have any tulip rockets to stun it in place. Big damage coming through the center. You're having to back off and have to take a big backward step. Needs both these tanks to get repaired up here. T-34s for KIROV on the flank. Resist getting to work over here as well. Yeah, I think Nima kind of does need the tulip rockets. Gonna be hard to deal with the King Tiger and the Sturm Tiger without them, I think. Just kind of difficult to get your engineers in position to get those snares off.
Repairs finished, courtesy of the Royal Engineers.
Looks like maybe Nima's going to save up for another strafing support. Flare up, doubles this getting to work here. Good amount of damage onto the elephant, but here comes the Werfer in return, doubles this on the move. Ooh. Dodging off to the side though, and the scatter is horrible for Siberian, so they don't take almost any damage. Commissar though left to die in the center. Tiger rolling through again. So annoying to deal with when it has this much sight. Extremely hard to handle. Nice connecting. Double T-34s coming in. Here comes the elephant though. Tiger blitzing in now. He's high enough vet to have the blitz. And just trading so well. The Firefly missing shots on the move. Siberian trying to get something going here himself, but the double T-34 is shutting it down pretty effectively. Elephant just out of range, now connecting. Oh, cheeky. Hit into base there. Quite a few kills, no wipes though. And the Firefly ended up going down to the King Tiger. Just clumsy pathfinding it seemed like. He's going for double rams on the KT. Might allow the Sturm Tiger to get away because of that. King Tiger though is definitely going to go down. Doubles this coming in from the side. Quite a lot of damage coming in on the Sturm Tiger. The elephant's in there as well. The plane's coming down for Nima. Disappearing into the smoke at the moment. Churchill though getting a couple good hits, and the anti-tank Overwatch doing the heavy lifting there. Huge amount of damage onto that Sturm Tiger. Thought that was going to get away. Oh, and some Obers went down over here as well. So taking a look at that. Big losses for Dirty Finisher. Siberian is still with a very large army. T-34, the second one, wants to repair that back up and return it to action. Oof, big damage from the planes. I think it would have been ideal to set this machine gun up in the capture circle, and here it comes now. Churchill opening up the cap on the other side. We've got another bunker down there for Siberian, but that's not going to last long in front of the Churchill. We do have a mine, but Churchill's vetted up. It's got the crit repair. He is not getting suppressed here. He's really struggling. There it goes finally. Elephant, healthy. Bunker finally down. T-34, it's going to be close. Looks like he's going to repair it back up though. And we've got a Cromwell now for Nima. Dirty Finisher quite low on resources. Didn't get that, well, you know, got that Sturm Tiger, then lost it pretty quickly, so. Feels like the Axis have had pretty poor fuel control over the last couple of minutes as well. So, Dirty Finisher feeling the impacts of that. I have to get a lot done with these double Raketans. There they go. Elephant coming across to the far side. The T-34 is doing work on the other side for KIROV. Another bunker coming up for Siberian. You know, makes sense. He's pretty close to his pop cap limit. Doesn't have much else to spend his resources on at the moment. Hold down there, saving that P4 command tank from death. This could be a big one. No dodge. Oh boy, Cromwell getting on the flank. Often in some trouble. No Raketans over here at the moment. The pack's spinning around. Cromwell disengaging. Here comes the Churchill though. Engineers way out the back. Oh, and the Elephant gets the last laugh. Taking down the Crom at the back. Churchill just getting to work on the bunker again. But yeah, that's the issue with Brits, you know, you just never have a squad forwards to get the snare on like the Elephant or something. So, don't have as many opportunities to get those kind of kills. T-34 and deep over here, Elephant coming back for it. KIROV, I'm not sure what he's up to here, but it's like the end of his T-34. Trying to hide behind the buildings. Good idea, doesn't quite work out though. And I was looking to close it out on the VPs. Oh! Wow, cheeky stuff from the Churchill. Finds the Werfer sitting back there and it goes down. But the Allies are unable to cap the center, so the drain is quite slow on the axis at the moment. Siberian loads of resources. Needs to decide what he's going to replace that Werfer with. Plane up, allows some damage from the Elephant before it gets shot down. Double T-34 is coming in from the side. A pack's there though. Elephant could still be in some trouble. KIROV does have enough munitions for the anti-tank overwatch. Here comes the Ram. And there goes the Elephant's engine. Other T-34 soaring through, but going after the command tank. Tank overwatch and the planes. Big damage. Elephant still alive though, and the Allies have maybe just lost sight. No, the conscripts are crawling through here. And that's enough to finish the job. Panther in the build for Siberian.
The enemy has destroyed one of our forward installations.
Quite grim for the Axis now. Dirty finisher saved up a decent amount. I think he's trying to save for another King Tiger, but it's taken a long time to get there. Might have to consider just going for a Panther himself, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Panther with the heat shells though, still a very effective option against the Churchill. Churchill this game hasn't been that impactful, it's just kind of been a punching bag, you know. It's hard to kill with that amount of health. So even though it hasn't really done too much, fed a lot of vet to the King Tiger, it's still here, the King Tiger's not. But you can see the impact that the double off maps have had. It just gives the Allies so much territory control on the back of them. And then, with that extra territory control, the Allies' munitions income is so high that they can afford the off-maps quite quickly again afterwards. So that's the impact of those big off-maps. Just their direct strength, but also their field control that they afford you. Huge concussive grenade value there. Didn't even need the incendiary grenade. Here comes the Panther. We've got a second Raketen out the back there. This one going down though. We've got the Crocodile out now for Nima. Panther activates the heat shells. Already fired its first shot though. Recruit the Raketen, but it didn't last for too long. And the Panther can't commit too hard, doesn't want to get snared here. Comes the second Panther from Siberian. Coming around the side, bringing up the command tank. Panther's doing some pretty good work. But again, having to back off with the engineers there for the snares. A lot of repairs on those Crocs, Churchills, but they both survive again. This time it's the Axis, the ones missing the snares to finish the job.
Units consolidate. We are down to 10 points.
10 VPs left for the Axis. They're capping over here. They're trying to make something happen in the center, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out. Siberian calling in another elephant. Smoke out, but kind of in favor of the Allies. They can just stall in there. And there we go. So yeah, it was looking a bit grim. Nima getting battered by that King Tiger for the majority of the game, but some daring plays by the Allies with the double off maps, just turning things around time and time again. Maybe the Axis lacking mines. I don't think we saw almost any mines down from the Axis this entire game. And that did allow the T-34s to get quite aggressive and just saw through, go for those rams, which aren't an option if they've got engine crits. So it could have been something like, you can see, I was checking just then. Neither of these engineers even has the sweeper. So could have been an option for the Axis. But yeah, GG, a solid all-round back-and-forth game here between these two teams. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye, and good luck.